Hello, hello, my friends. Happy September 1st. And this marks the start of my holiday catalog countdown. So here I can show you the cover of our upcoming mini catalog. This goes live September 6th. So everything I'm showing you pretty much is going to be coming from this new catalog. And so it won't be available to order until the 6th of September. But I'm going to show you as much of it as I can before we hit that date, so you'll be able to hit the ground running as soon as it's live and get all the things you want in time for the holiday crafting season. So I will do a catalog walkthrough of this whole catalog once the catalog's live, because I can't show you the inside until that happens. But then we'll kind of walk through and show you some of that stuff. But in the meantime, I figured I would pick a different bundle or suite each day for the next 6 days and showcase a project or two and give you a few of my favorites from the new catalog. So let's go ahead and get started. Most of you, if you had ordered or requested one of these, you should already have it in your hot little hands. They were already shipped out, and most of the people on the list have received them as far as I know. So if you have not, let me know. And if you wanted to get one, you can just message me or comment below and I will get in touch with you to be able to grab one of those from you, or for you. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to work with out of this new stamps, or this new catalog, is called Pick of the Patch, and it's a really cute pumpkin stamp set with a coordinating pumpkin punch. Super cute, really fun. I'm also going to pair that with this beautiful new paper. It's 6x6 paper. It's called All About Autumn. This actually has a whole suite too, so you'll see this paper again when I showcase the suite. But you can see it's got copper foiling, but then it's also got this super pretty, like photorealistic paper. So this one's got some library books, old library books. Really fun copper elements to these. And then that's kind of like wool or something. You get this one with that really fun, look at how realistic that looks, right? So it's photorealistic paper. Got this moody mauve, kind of distressed with the wood on the back. Then we have this guy. And on the back of this one is an aerial view of some foliage. Reminds me of home. And this is a really fun pattern. Backside just a blue. Again, another pretty blue. Look at that one. Isn't that cute? So this paper is really, really pretty. Great for those fall crafts, those fall cards. Lots of uses for these, because I feel like you can use them not just for fall. Like obviously some of these pictures are very much fall, but like these patterns are not necessarily fall. So I think you could use it for anything. Leather couch here, or leather seat. And then the last one here with some fun. That's the paper. I'm just using a tiny piece of this one actually, but I just wanted to show the paper for you. Like I said, we'll see it again when I do the All About Autumn suite, which should be in the next day or so. And then I'm also going to use these new gems. These are called the adhesive back speckled dots, and they're called speckled dots because they have speckles. Can you see that? Aren't they cute? I love these. I love the colors. They're very fallish, but not necessarily traditional fall. Got a little pink and the brown mixed in, so you've got the kind of traditional colors and then a little bit of more modern take on those. All right, so let's go ahead and make a card with this. Actually, before I do that, I also want to show you, I'm using this deckled edge circle. Look at these, you guys. If you are a scrapbooker like me, oh, that's not it. That's a sneak peek of something else. Where did I put them? Here they are. If you're like a scrapbooker like me, and I'm going to sneeze, and I apologize if that happens. Excuse me. Look how fun these are. This is a really big circle. So these are larger than any dies we've had before. These are, this die here is about 6 1/4, not quite, it's about 6 inches. 6 inches around. So this is a really nice size deckled circle, which I'm super excited to play with. And I'll show you some fun ways to use that too in another sample after I finish this one for you. So let's go ahead and do today's sample. I'm starting with a piece of old olive cardstock. This is 5.5 by 8.5. And I'm gonna go ahead, I scored it at 4 1/4. I'm gonna go ahead and kind of fold that in half to make my card base. Okay, and then I'm going to take the little leaf print from the stamp set and some old olive ink. And I'm just going to do some stamping on and stamping off. So I'm going to take that, ink it up, stamp on, stamp off. I kind of missed that little leaf a little bit, but that's okay. Stamp on, stamp off, stamp on, stamp off. Just kind of doing a little random stamping here. Oops, I always forget when you stamp off, like it kind of ends up looking a little odd here. There we go. And maybe one more here. There. All right, so there's that. I'm gonna start with that. And then I took this deckled edge. It's a 2.5 inch deckled edge. I'm going to go ahead and crinkle this up a little bit. Just kind of rough it up a little bit. And then I'll open that back up. And I'm going to grab, I have a little sponge here. And it's already got quite a bit of ink on it. I just dipped that in the early espresso ink. And I'm just going to ink up the edges. Just give it a little bit of weathered look here. I may even kind of rub it on the creases here, although you won't really see too much of it. There. So just kind of gives it a little bit of a rustic vibe. And then I'm going to go ahead and grab my adhesive. We're just going to attach that down. Right about here looks good. Okay. Next up, we're going to take this, I have a strip of that pattern paper. It's 1 inch by 3 inch. And, oops, I'm going to just snip a banner end in that. So I like to slit in the middle, and then corner to center and corner to center. Or if you prefer, you can use the banner punch. That works as well. And then actually before I do that, I'm going to go ahead and stamp a sentiment here. So I have early espresso. Oh, and I forgot to take the sentiment out. I'm going to use thanks so much, because I can always use that. I love this stamp set because it's got thanks so much, happy Halloween, a harvest of blessings, you're the pick of the patch, and then cutie pie. So some good variety in the sentiments. And I'm going to just pick that up, and I'm going to stamp in the middle here, like that. Okay, and then I'm going to just layer those two pieces together. So probably right about like that. I'm just going to put tape on this bottom half, and I'm going to just kind of line that up like so. And then we'll use some dimensionals, which I have some little ones here, so we'll just use those because they're handy. I think the other ones are still packed from doing my swaps on the road. And then take this off. We're going to put it right on top of that little circle. I think I got all of them. Here we go. Put that like right about here. Okay. Then I'm going to take a little piece of white cardstock and, oh, I already pulled that out. I'm going to take some orange, and we'll stamp our little orange pumpkin using pumpkin pie. Okay. And I always like to look. All right, so it's going to be on this side, so I'm going to punch it over. I'm going to pop it over here. Make sure it gets good contact to the paper because it's a solid stamp. There we go. Whoops, I missed a little bit. Let's see if I can line that back up. There we go. A little bit better. And then I'm going to go also punch or stamp a little leaf. I'll put that over here. And then let's just see. I need to do my stem too, but let me just punch this too. Alright, there's that. And then I'm going to actually cut a little piece of this off so I can fit it. Like so. Line that up. I could have done a little trick too, but it's alright. Take this out. And then I'll just stamp the little stem on this scrap piece, which I have here. Let's see, yeah, so it needs to go that way. We'll just stamp that like that. Alright, so now we've got all the workings of our little pumpkin. So I'm just going to punch this out. There we go. It's going to be a little tricky. Get that lined up. Should go grab a Post-it note. Oh goodness. You guys. See? We all struggle. Alright, here we go. I should have showed you the trick. Maybe I still will. Alright, so that's my stem. If you wanted to make that much easier than I just did, you could use a bigger block, right? We'll put this on here like this. Put this on here like this. And put this on here like this. Okay. Ink those up. And then stamp them on one piece of white. And then when you flip it over and put it in, it's going to line up perfectly. So you can use your little punch as a block. But I did it the hard way because, you know, that's what I do. Alright, so now I'm going to just kind of assemble these little pieces. I'm going to add a little bit of adhesive to the bottom of this leaf. And I'm going to stick that here, like that. And then I'll add a little adhesive on the bottom of my stem. And I'm using the Seal Plus, so it gives me those little, like, tape pieces that I can just fold over. I'm going to just put that like that. And then, before I do my next step, I'm going to actually add some Wink of Stella to my pumpkin. Let me just get that running a little bit. I need to get more Wink of Stella. There we go. Get that running. Add that here. Make it a sparkly little pumpkin. There we go. Okay, and now I'm going to go ahead and attach this to the card with some dimensionals as well. I'm gonna kind of stick that right about there. Okay. Then we will do a little twine bow. I actually am gonna, because this is a little bit, it's popped up twice because this is popped up too, so I want to do a double dimensional here so that it kind of evens it out. That way it's not sagging. There we go. And then I'm gonna just tie a little bow here. Air bow. Floof that up a little bit. Okay, and then we'll add this with a glue dot. Little mini glue dot. Okay, and then we'll put that there. Okay, and then last but not least, we'll grab our Take Your Pick tool and some of these brown little doodads, and we'll attach those to the card, like so. And there you have a cute little sweet and simple card with that pick of the patch bundle. So you can see that here. And then let me just show you, I have a couple of other cards. This one is one I designed using that same deckled circles, same paper, except I used copper embossing powder to emboss the pumpkin. 2 different color leaves. It's actually Old Olive, but one was stamped off, one wasn't. And then Early Espresso for the greeting, and I used the Time Worn 3D embossing folder. So kind of a stepped up little pretty card. And then I also got one as a swap card at Backstage, so I have this one as well. Super cute. They used the little curly cues as a background. Did the 3 different pumpkins and the orange, the sentiment down here with a little bit of the wavy natural trim, some leaves, and then they embossed it with the leaf embossing folder as well, and they also used a little bit of that same paper that I used. So, and that was designed by, let's see, Sue Kremer of Woodbury, Minnesota. So that's cool. So it was the Leaf Fall 3D folder, which is an online exclusive right now. And there you have it. So that's our first bundle that I wanted to share with you today. Hopefully you like this one. If you're a fall fan, then this would be really good, or you do some apple picking or pumpkin patch picking, any sort of fall layouts. This would be beautiful bundle and paper to work with for that. So there you have it. There's video number 1. I will be back again tomorrow with some more goodies. So hopefully you are just beginning the journey of new product for the holiday season. So I hope you guys have a great day, and we'll see you again soon. Bye for now.